So this little practice is all about developing awareness of the core and core strength. So the core, of course, is not just six-pack abs, it's nothing to do with that. The core is much more like an apple core. So our connective tissue that forms the core of the body runs from the soles of the feet, up the inner edges of the legs, through the centre of the body, and it actually runs up past the neck to the tongue as well. So our core really is like an apple core. It runs right through the centre of the body. So in order to use our core and connect to it and really engage it, it takes awareness of using the whole body together. So the practice we'll do today is going to use sun salutations and variations of those with little additions as well to help strengthen the core. So it'll be really useful to use a cushion or a block or something that you can kind of squeeze with the legs and use the hands with as well, so we can help to really engage the core muscles. So we're going to start lying on the back when you're ready. So come to lie yourself down. And either having the eyes closed or just relaxed, whatever feels better for you. So as you're here, as much as you can, just start by being aware of how you're breathing. So very often, if we are a little bit stressed or tense, our breath tends to be higher up in the chest and around the collarbones. And when we're relaxed, the breath tends to move slightly lower down in the body. So perhaps right now, just noticing how you're breathing, noticing how you're feeling today. And see if you can encourage your body to be more relaxed by slowing down your breath. So as you breathe in, can you feel the breath draw in through the nose, moving down toward the base of your lungs, so your stomach lifts and expands. And as you breathe out, can you relax your stomach? So for a few moments, just before we move, finding a slower rhythm of breath. So very often as well, we tend to hold the stomach in, we hold it tense, which actually stops it from being as strong as it could be. So really try and relax those muscles here. And then from this place, just starting to notice if there are any parts of your body that you could relax right now. So it might be the muscles of your face or your shoulders. See if you can allow your back to relax. Again, check in, make sure that stomach is relaxed. Relaxing your hips, your legs and your feet. Good. So from here, we're just going to start to move gently with the breath. So the next time that you breathe in, we'll take a big stretch out through the arms and legs. So take up all the space you've got. And we're going to exhale to bend the knees, squeeze them into the chest, and we'll lift the nose up to the knees. Good. So as you breathe in here again, reaching everything out. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees and squeeze them into the chest. Good. All right, one more time together. So this time as you breathe in, reach everything out. And then as you bend the knees and squeeze them in, start to lift your pelvic floor as well if you can. So it's a little bit like that feeling of stopping yourself from peeing. So lift that pelvic floor. And this is a really, really important part of engaging the core. So as you lift that there, just find a little roll from side to side across your back so we can massage out those muscles. And then bringing the feet down to the floor. So throughout this practice, if you can, try and keep that gentle engagement in the pelvic floor. So keeping that lifted, we're going to start to lift the hips up as well, high as you're happy to go. And as you exhale, slowly roll back down so the hips touch the floor last. Good. And again, keeping that lift, starting to roll the hips up. And then slowly rolling back down. Good. So we'll go one more time together, keeping the breath nice and soft. Start to lift the hips up toward the ceiling. And then when you get there, if you can, just shuffle the shoulders underneath a little bit more and maybe squeeze your hands together. So clasping the fingers, pressing the shoulders and the arms into the floor. And we'll slowly part the hands and come to roll down through your spine. Lovely, good. All right, so we'll hug those knees in toward the chest. So here, just have a little bit of a roll up and down along the spine, just to massage out those muscles. And then make our way over onto hands and knees when you feel ready. So when you're on hands and knees, just use these first couple of moments here to see how your body feels. So you spread out your fingers and thumbs, and then we're going to breathe in here to lift the chest, lift the tailbone. And as you exhale, we're going to press and round the spine. So as you breathe in again, opening the front of your body, notice if there's any tension there, and then pressing and rounding the back. Good. So just finding this kind of movement a couple of times to yourself. Really feeling the connection of your hands to the floor, your feet, your knees and your shins to the floor. And then the next time that you press and round the spine, just see if you can lift that pelvic floor again, and just lift the knees off the floor here as well. So you could tuck the toes and gently lift the knees. So already here we're really gently engaging the core. Good. So from there we're going to drop the knees down again. Breathe and lift the chest, lift the tailbone. And as you exhale, press the floor, slowly just hover those knees. So shins are almost parallel to the floor. One more time. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lift the tailbone. And then again, press, slowly lift and hover those knees. Good. So from this place, we're going to start to draw back into downward facing dog. So lift those hips and give the legs a little walk out while you're there. So one heel then the other can just press towards the floor. So of course, if the legs feel a little bit tight today, you can always take the feet wider, so it's completely fine, just to ease into the legs. Good, and then keeping both feet on the floor, we'll start to bend the knees quite deeply, so hips sitting towards your heels, and then press through the feet to lengthen the legs. And again, a little bend in the knees, sit back. Start to lengthen the legs. And then one more time when you're ready, so keeping the arms quite straight, bend the knees. And then lengthen the legs. Nice. So we'll start to walk forward to the top of the mat. So eventually we'll come into our forward fold. So when you're here again, just really feel the connection of what is on the floor. So pressing your feet down and then relax through the back of the neck and relax the head. Good. So from here, maybe just kind of shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Keep as much of a bend in the knees as you need to. And then just tracing that line of your core, so hands just come to the inside edges of your feet. And as you roll up slowly, slide the hands up the inner seams of the legs. Slide the hands up the front of the body, and then all the way up toward the ceiling. And then bring the palms down toward the chest. Lovely, good. So as you're here, just let the shoulders kind of roll down your back. And just noticing here how the breath is doing again. So can you perhaps find slightly slower, deeper breath than usual. So even though we might be doing things that are a little bit strong, we're keeping the body in a relaxed state. Good. Okay, so from here we'll start to move with the breath. So the next time that you breathe in, press the feet down, lift that pelvic floor, lift the hands, and to exhale, we'll come into our forward fold all the way down. So hands come onto the floor. We're going to step straight back into a plank when you feel ready. And just holding this for a moment, so hands pressing, making sure those hips are quite level, and then we'll lower down. So maybe knees down first, then bend the elbows. So from here, instead of coming into cobra, we'll bring the arms alongside the body, starting to engage the back core of the body. So palms facing the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift everything up. So of course the lower back's a really huge part of the core as well, so really starting to strengthen those muscles. You can even squeeze into the glutes a little bit. And then hands coming under shoulders. We're going to come up onto hands and knees. Tucking the toes again, back into downward facing dog. Good. So take a little bend in the knees. Come and step or jump to the front of your mat. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. Good. So coming back into your plank again from here. So this time we're going to add on, see if you can start to just hover one hand, then the other, gently off the floor. So kind of rocking the weight side to side. Good. And we'll come and lower down again. So you might bring your knees down, then bend the elbows, arms alongside your body. Use your back to lift yourself up. And then hands come under shoulders, pressing onto hands and knees. And then downward facing dog when you're ready. Good. So take a nice slow breath here. And then we'll come to step or jump forward to the front of your mat. As you breathe in, hands reach all the way up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. So back into our plank again from here. So we're going to add on again. This time feet come slightly wider apart. We're going to try a side plank. So turn the heels to one side. And if you can, just lift that lighter hand all the way up off the floor there. It's nice. And we'll roll the other way. So heels drop down to the other side. Start to lift the hands. So try and have both heels pressing down. We're going to come to the centre. So again, lowering to the floor whenever you feel ready. Arms come alongside your body. We're going to lift the chest, lift the legs, and then pressing onto hands and knees and downward facing dog from there. Good. So we're going to start to add on each time we go round. So bending the knees, stepping or jumping forward. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. So into your plank when you're ready. Come into that side plank. So heels turn to one side. Lift the other arm. Press the hips up. And then swapping sides. So go nice and slow. Heels the other way. And lifting the other hand up. Eventually hands come to the ground. So either lower the knees down, or if you feel strong, you could keep your body in a straight line. Just bend the elbows. Arms alongside your body. Lifting everything up. And then we'll add on here again. So this time the forearms are going to come forward. We'll have the elbows just under the shoulders. And now if you can, grab your cushion or your block, whatever you have handy. So the cushion or the block is going to go between the thighs. And this is going to help us to really engage the centre of the core. So squeezing whatever you've got there. Elbows under shoulders. So we're going to tuck the toes here. And you breathe in here, start to draw the chest forward. Squeeze that block and lift the hips and the knees if you can off of the floor. So if this is too much, just bring those knees back down, okay? It's holding for a moment and try and think about internally rotating your thighs so they're rolling in towards each other. And then slowly coming down. Draw the chest forward. I'm going to do that gently 2 more times. So squeeze the block, roll those thighs inwards, lift the hips, lift the knees. Keep breathing slowly. Gently coming down when you're ready. Slow breath in to lift the chest. And then one more time to squeeze that block, lift the hips, lift the knees and press those heels back if you can. Good. So making sure that the hips are not dipping down at all. And we'll slowly come down. Just pop that block to the side. Arms alongside your body. And again, lifting everything up. Good. All right, hands under shoulders. Onto hands and knees. So tucking the toes. Just hover those knees off the floor like you did before. And then press back into downward facing dog. Good. So come and step or jump forward to the top of the mat. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. Good. Into your plank again from there. So again, turn the heels to one side, side plank, lift the lighter hand, and then slowly roll to the other side. Press those heels down, lift the other arm. So we're going to lower down towards the floor again. Come and bend your elbows. When we get there, forearms coming forward, elbows under shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, maybe lift the knees. And then slowly come down, open up that chest. As you exhale again, very gently press the forearms down, lift if you can. Inhale down, lift the chest. And then one more time, so press, start to lift the hips, maybe lift the knees. And then again, slowly come down. Arms alongside your body, start to squeeze into the back, lifting everything up. Good, and then again, hands under shoulders, up onto hands and knees. Just hover those knees off the floor. And then we're going to add on again here. So slowly knees come down. Slowly bring yourself back onto your bottom. So we're going to bring the legs forward. Grab that block again, or cushion, whatever you've got. We're just going to pop it between the knees here. So we can engage the core again. So hands are going to hold the thighs. Start to lift the chest and then just lean back until you feel like you have to engage things to hold yourself here. Good. So this might feel like it's enough right now, and that's completely fine. Otherwise, if you can, again, lift that pelvic floor and lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. Good. So shaking is totally fine if that's happening. So lift, lift, lift the chest, and if you can, you start to bring those hands forward. So this is where we'll stick for now. So really squeeze that block, lifting up through the front of your body, and relax the shoulders down. Good. One more moment here if you can. And then we'll just pop that block to the side, coming over onto hands and knees when you're ready, and then down facing dog. Good. So take a little bend of the knees, come and step or jump forward. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. Lovely, good. Come into your plank again. So side plank, heels turn one way, other hand lifts. Good, and swapping sides, heels roll the other way, and lift that other hand if you can. Brilliant. All right, hands coming down. So we're going to bend the elbows again, lower to the floor. When you get there, forearms forward. Breathe in, draw the chest forward, and we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, and maybe the knees. Good, nice and slowly. Inhale, coming down. Open the chest. And as you exhale again, press those forearms, lift the hips, and maybe the knees. Good, one more time. Inhale, come forward. Open out that chest. And then again, last time here, slowly lift the hips, lift the knees. Good, it's nice. All right, so slowly come down. Arms alongside your body. Lift everything up again if you can. Good, hands under shoulders, up onto hands and knees. Hover those knees off of the floor, so shins parallel to the floor. Good, and then slowly coming down, we're going to roll back. And again, shins parallel to the ceiling, arms forward. Adding on here again, can you lift the hands up this time? Good, try and keep the chest really, really open. And then see if you can lengthen the legs as well. Good, so we're going to add on here, see if you can squeeze your hands together. Keep reaching your arms up, and then just tap one leg down to the floor. And then bring it all the way back up. And then opposite leg. Good, and see if we can do both legs. Slowly down. And slowly up. Oh, good. All right, so over onto hands and knees. And again, shaking is fine for all this. So tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Take a bend in the knees, kind of step or jump forward. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale again, gentle forward fold. Good, back into your plank again. So again, we'll turn the heels to one side here. Press the hips up, lift the lighter hand. Rolling the other way, heels press down. Lift the hips, lift the hand. Good, hands come to the floor. So come and lower down when you're ready. Gently bend the elbows. When you get there, forearms forward. Breathe and reach the chest forward. And we'll exhale to tuck the toes, lift the hips and the knees if you can. So really press those heels back. Good. Inhaling to come down, chest comes forward. And again, we'll lift the hips, lift the knees. Good, well done. So I've lost count, I'll do one more. So draw the chest forward. And again, lift the hips and the knees if you can. Good, so remember, internally rotate those thighs. Good, so we'll come down, arms alongside your body, squeeze into the back, lift everything up, and then again, hands under shoulders, onto hands and knees, tuck those toes so the shins are just parallel the floor, and then again, slowly down, roll yourself back, shins parallel to ceiling, arms forward. If you need to stay here today, stick with this. Or if you can, squeeze the hands, lift them up, lengthen the legs, tap one foot down, swapping over, tap the other foot, and then both legs. All the way back up. Good, well done. All right, so we'll come onto the back of the body here. We've got two more things to add on. As we're down here, grab the block or the cushion again, between the knees. And then again, shins parallel to ceiling. So arms are going to come out to the sides of your body. Really press your lower back into the floor here if you can. So it's almost like your navel's drawing down towards the floor. Okay, and even being here might feel like it's enough right now. If you can, lift that pelvic floor. We're going to slowly drop the knees down to the left and just hover them off the floor if you can. Trying to keep both your shoulders down. Also keep breathing if you can. And then press that lower back down up to the centre. And then roll down to the other side. Keep breathing. Hold those knees. Good. Slowly to the middle. So knees are going to drop down to the left again. Hover, hover, hover. Good, nice. And slowly to the middle. And gently down to the other side. And just hold them there if you can. Good, lovely. To the middle. So pop that block to the side. Roll over onto hands and knees. Good. I'm going to add on our last thing on this side. So downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Come on, bend the knees. Step or jump forward. As you breathe in, hands lift up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. So into your plank when you're there. So side plank. Turn those heels one way. Other arm lifts. And swap over, heels turn the other side, other arm lifts up. Good. Hands come down. We're going to bend the elbows, come and lower to the floor. When you're there, forearms forward, draw the chest forward, and we'll exhale to tuck the toes, lift the hips, and maybe the knees if you can. As you breathe in, slowly draw down, chest forward. And we're going to exhale to lift the hips and maybe the knees. So really try and make sure the elbows are under your shoulders here. Inhaling to come down. And then one more time. So press the forearms, lifting. Push up between your shoulder blades. And then slowly down. Arms alongside the body. Squeeze the back. Lift everything up. Good, nice. And then hands press to the floor. Tuck the toes. Hover the shins parallel to the floor. And then slowly knees down. Roll back onto your bottom. Bring those shins parallel to the ceiling. Arms forward. This is enough. Or squeeze the hands. Lift the arms. Lengthen legs. Tap one foot to the floor. Breathing. Tap the other foot. Tap both feet if you can. And then lift the legs. Good, well done. Slowly onto your back. We'll add on that block here. Good. Obviously make sure you've definitely not eaten close to doing this. So squeeze the block, press your lower back down, hover the knees down to the left. And then roll the back to the centre, hover them down to the right. Lovely. To the centre. One more time to the left. And then one more time to the right. Good. Alright. So from here, press that lower back down, come to the middle, and we'll add on our last little bit. So block to one side. We're going to lift those legs to the ceiling. Lift the arms up. And this is going to help to just kind of strengthen the brain a little bit as well. So if you can here, just lower your left arm alongside your head and your opposite leg down towards the floor. Good. And back up to the centre. And then right arm alongside the head and opposite leg down to the floor. So hover it if you can. Good. To the middle. And again, opposite arm and leg. Keep breathing. Good. Opposite arm and leg. Keep that lower back pressing down. Nice, and then one more time. So again, if this is a bit confusing, that's completely fine. So it's practice. And then opposite arm and leg. Good, nice. To the middle. So let's put all that together one last time. So squeeze those knees in, roll yourself over onto hands and knees. And then last time together. So keep that breath nice and slow, spreading fingers and thumbs. Downward facing dog. So bending the knees, come and step or jump forward. Breathe in, hands reach all the way up. And we'll exhale, forward fold all the way down. Good, come back into your plank. So when we're there again, we'll turn the heels to one side, lift the lighter hand, so nice strong feet, and the swapping sides, roll the other way, heels press and lift the other hand. Good, hands come to the floor, so then the elbows come and lower down. When you're there, forearms forward, elbows under shoulders, breathe and reach your chest forward, and then we'll exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips and maybe the knees. Try and press your heels back if you can. And again, inhale, come down, open chest. As you exhale, lift the hips, maybe the knees. Brilliant. As you breathe in again, come down, open chest. Keep those elbows under your shoulders, lift the hips, maybe the knees. Good, well done, and then slowly down. So arms alongside your body, squeeze the back, lift everything up. Try and keep the legs straight. Good, hands under shoulders, press onto hands and knees. With the toes tucked, lift the knees, so we're just hovering the shins off the floor. Good, and the knees come down, roll to sesame bottom. Bring those legs forward, shins parallel to ceiling. Good, so keep squeezing the legs together. We'll squeeze the hands together and lift up. So lift that pelvic floor here as well. Good, so can you lengthen the legs? And we're going to tap one leg down, keep the back nice and straight. Swap sides, opposite leg. Good, that's it. Keep lifting, tap both legs. Bring the back up. And then roll onto your back. We can grab that block again, pop it between the knees. There, arms up to the sides. Press the lower back towards the floor. Hover the knees down to the left. Press the lower back, roll to the centre. Hover the knees to the right. Good, well done. To the middle. One more time. Keep going nice and slow. Try not to rush. Good. Press the lower back to the middle. Rolling down to the right. Nice. To the middle. Pop the block down to the floor. Arms and legs lift. And then again. Left arm, opposite leg. Hover them off the floor. And press that lower back down, bring them to the centre. Right arm, opposite leg. Hover, hover, hover. To the middle. And one more time each side. Opposite arm and leg. Keep breathing. To the middle. Make sure those teeth aren't clenching. Opposite arm and leg. All the way up. Good, well done, brilliant. So knees hugging gently. Just take them slightly wider. Have a little roll from side to side. And now let everything relax. Well done. Good. So slow, deep breath in through your nose. Slow, deep breath out. Good. So just going to bring the soles of the feet together here. Let the knees drop apart. And now with your block or your cushion, just now place it somewhere on the stomach. So we bring awareness to that place. So hands relaxed. And as you breathe here, as you inhale, see if you can actually lift your stomach towards the block or the cushions. So the inhale allows your stomach to lift and expand. And the exhale allows it to completely relax. So just for now, each inhale allows the stomach to slowly lift and expand. And each exhale allows it to relax. So just finding this real sense of softness through the whole front of your body. And again, with this slow breath, just starting to notice what else can you relax. Can you relax the muscles of your face, your jaw? Can you relax your shoulders? And just moving that awareness all the way down through your body, noticing that after we've really engaged and used the muscles, now which muscles can you relax? bringing those knees slightly closer, feet to the floor. Just pop the block down, arms out nice and wide, and slowly dropping the knees down to the left. It's a little bit of a twist. And the knees down to the right. Good, one more time. Slowly roll the knees to the left. And then roll them to the right. Good. So from here, bring the knees into the centre and just hugging them gently to the chest. And again, just sort of roll from side to side, massaging out that lower back. Bring yourself on up to sit, however's most comfortable for you. And then relax the hand just down in the lap for the moment. Relaxing through the shoulders. So perhaps allowing a moment here, just with that sense of possibly feeling more connected to your body, maybe feeling a little bit stronger, but also that sense of feeling maybe slightly more peaceful, slightly more relaxed and present. And if you do feel that, just see if you can bring that with you through the rest of your day. So bring the hands together, just rubbing the palms together. Take a slow breath in, hands all the way above the head. Exhaling to the heart center. Good. Namaste.